In this video we're going to try a really cool forge welding technique. So I prepared a mild steel body right here, and I've also prepared a piece of pattern welded edge steel. And the idea is that we're going to forge weld them together straight on like this, without the need of a taco or a scarf or anything like that. Alright, so the pieces are in the fire heating up, and the idea now is that I'm going to try to press them together to see if they want to stick just a little bit. And if they do, I'm then going to take them to the anvil and try to tap them together and forge weld them together. Right, so everything is stuck together now, but I'm trying to chase all those little, spots where it didn't take. It's quite tricky, and I have no idea how strong this will be, but it's definitely a fun experience. My friends, I have some fantastic and some terrible news. The fantastic news is that the edge steel seems to have been forge welded on really well. The terrible news is that we have cracks all around this area. Now, I saw them appear while forging and I didn't think much about it. I thought that I could just grind them off. However, as I kept forging, they kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually I just had to stop and think about it. So I called my friend Torbjörn Åman and we started talking about it. How could this have happened? At first I thought there could have been a manufacturing mistake. However, after some discussion, we figured out that most likely have to do with the fact that this part was forged before, the set down was already made, and I was forge welding on the blade, creating a lot of heat and stress on this smaller area of the axe. That could have been the issue, this part going back and forth like this while forging up here, creating these stress fractures in the steel. It sounds like the most logical answer to me, I'm not 100% sure. And the really sad part about this is that this is actually number 2. I already tried it once and failed with the delamination on top here. So what do we do now? Well, I thought about it and I thought, what if we forge weld on the edge steel before we do anything else? So I have prepared a billet and an edge steel, and I'm now going to try to forge weld these together and then continue making the axe from the ground up. Alright, so I have been really scared to see a delamination popping off somewhere on the blade. However, that has not yet been the case, so I'm very excited about that. However, the blade is still pretty thick, and it's now time to get into the finer details where we're going to draw out the blade and make it a lot thinner. And I have no idea how the weld is going to hold up, so wish me luck and let's draw out that blade. Alright, so I'm done forging the axe and it seems like it held up. Yes! There is, however, a small little place where the weld didn't really take. It's only about 1 millimeter and it doesn't go deep at all, so I think it will be an easy fix. I did leave it a little bit rougher than I usually do, and the reason for that is because I failed 2 times already and I really didn't want to fail again. So it's going to need a little bit more refining than usual, and after that we're going to establish a rough edge and then we're going to heat treat. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So in today's video we made a jump welded, or whatever it's called, welded axe. And I'm also giving it away. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment including the word jump and I will pick one out at random that will receive this axe. Also, make sure to read the pinned comment. All the information about the giveaway will be there, when it ends, etc. So make sure to read that if you're interested in joining the giveaway. Also, be aware of scammers. Don't reply to anything that looks fishy. All the information about the giveaway is in the comment. I will not ask you to go to Telegram or anything like that. So read the pinned comment and you'll be safe. So this was probably one of the trickiest welds that I have ever made on this channel, or in my life for that matter. And it didn't turn out as I expected. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you know that I've made a few tricky welds here and there. And this is definitely one of the most trickiest ones that I've ever made. And the biggest reason for that was probably due to my expectations. You see, I thought it would behave, look and act almost like the reverse taco that I made a few months ago. And if you haven't checked that out, you should definitely check that out. And aesthetically, I thought that it would go in a similar direction with a super clear straight line from the body to the edge. However, that's really not how it turned out, in my opinion. I mean, we have a clear transition from the body to the blade. However, it's not as I expected. And I guess what it comes down to in the end is that I need to practice more. I need to be better at keeping track of where the steel is during all of my hammer blows, so that I can keep track of where it is exactly, so that I can plan and make a much neater transition. And that's especially important when you're working with two different types of steels, when you're laminating or making a taco or a reverse taco or whatever, but it's especially visible here when you don't have anything covering up your mistakes. So that's something that I'm taking with me from this, and I hope there was something that you can take with you from this video as well. I also want to take a moment to thank everyone who shows to support what I do here over on Patreon or YouTube membership. You guys help me create these videos for everyone to see for free here on YouTube, so thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.